What it do, what it is, y'all? It's your girl, Black Pop, aka Soda Baby, aka Soda. You know, tune in to Talks TV. And I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking more about you and the importance of separating yourself to shine the way you need to shine in your own way. Because a common saying that I hear a lot these days is, don't nobody want to work no more. And it's because that we have been able to see that you can make money doing what you actually want to do with yourself. And you got to ask yourself what kind of personality type that you have, and also understand that you can get notoriety by being very likable and everyone liking you and you fitting what they want to see. And you can also get notoriety by being different, and you just have to be true to what that is for you. When you're a part of a group that wants change but they don't know how, and they have no resources, and all they know how to do is focus on the past and certain losses that they took as for reasons to why they can't get ahead, it's just a waste of your time. You know, it's best to get away from that environment and focus on yourself before it swallows you whole with its own problems. And once you do that, you're good, because you'll be able to focus on yourself and grow that relationship with yourself and get to where you want to be. And once you do that, you'll have a skill to be able to teach others if they want to listen to you. And most of the times in those types of communities, it's about who's more smarter. It's a battle of who knows more and who's doing more and who's more spiritual. And a lot of the times, people who are focused on getting things done on their own usually get further, because they're not arguing with people about details that don't matter. Because when you focus on yourself, it cuts out people that aren't about anything. You see right through it. It cuts out the stubborn mentality, the victim mentality. And a lot of the times when you're focused on a community, it can distract you from what you have to do for yourself. And when someone does do something positive, their very own kind will find a way to turn it negative. And it just becomes cancerous after a while. So you just have to find a way to move above and beyond it, because they don't see it themselves. And a lot of the time, they like to hold on to certain things from the past as a badge of honor to be lazy. And you can't thrive universally when you're stuck somewhere consciously. And it's not that you can't listen to certain Black conscious groups. You can still tune in, but you can't completely engulf yourself into it, because it's not even about race. It's not about being Black. It's just the whole mentality of it, because they all have the same excuses that they like to repeat over and over. And through that, you create those circumstances. You know, I know social media and the news likes to promote certain things that will have you upset and angry for you to ponder and vibrate on it. And through that, you attract those circumstances. And if you've ever noticed, people who don't acknowledge certain things don't suffer from it. They don't go through the same things. And that goes for racial things and dating as well. Why? Because it's easier to be a negative person than a positive person. You know, being a positive person takes effort. You know, being a positive person takes gratitude in the littlest things. It takes believing in something, believing that your life can change tomorrow. You can get exactly what you've been working for tomorrow and at any moment. And being negative takes no effort. And that's why negative people like to complain a lot, because they feel like they're doing something because they're talking. Yeah, they're doing something. They're moving downward. And People are so quick to attack someone, even if they do look like you. And people like to call it a community, but yet you're divided. No one wants to be a part of a losing team. So become a free agent, further yourself with your own thoughts and your own mind and your own agenda. It's better to focus on what you want to do for yourself than focus on a group of people who don't know how to stick together to achieve them. Because when you become successful, they're going to feel entitled to your success. And it's like, with all those people in the community, y'all should have been thought of something, because they too busy arguing. And a lot of people don't know any better, and they think they're doing what's right until they realize they have needs that aren't being met. And that focus that they put on a community, they put into themselves, and eventually get to where they want to be and turn back around and laugh, because a lot of people are stuck and they don't realize it because they keep creating negative cycles in their lives by believing what's being told to them. And that's what really creates a poverty cycle, because you can say the white man put drugs in the hood, but you still have to go get money to buy them. You can't continue on a path that's going nowhere. You can't continue on a community that's going nowhere. It's just stupid, because a foreigner will risk their life and hop the border with 2 bags of rice and come to this country, and within a year to 2 years, they'll have a rice selling business. But people been in this country all their life and they still can't find a job, And yes, this country is racist, but it's not about color. It's about who's smart and who's dumb and who's willing to use what they got to get what they want. And yes, you do have to adjust in certain environments to accomplish certain things, but once you accomplish it, that money is yours. That power is yours. And that's the purpose of life. Getting what you need for yourself and teaching others how to do it themselves too. And we can't keep ignoring certain things because it makes you easy target to be the butt of the joke. They pick on people like that. They not laughing with you, they laughing at you. They'll put you on the news when you're the worst talking, worst looking person. They'll say, go grab a representative of the Black community. They ain't gonna grab William. They ain't gonna grab Preston. They're gonna go grab Sharkeisha in her Gucci bonnet and her fuzzy slides and say, in detail, can you tell us what happened? And let her run the story and let her represent the Black community, because that's how they see us. So the moral of the story is, don't get stuck in big communities, because it's going to swallow you with its own problems. And even in the book called Your Right to Be Rich by Napoleon Hill, there's a group called the Mastermind Group, and you can't have a mastermind group when everyone's against each other. You have to have a common goal, trust, and dependability. And it's usually in a small group of 5 or less that want to get paid and that have a common goal and want to accomplish something. And a lot of the times people are programmed because they don't want to see you do better, because they think you're going to leave them. But really, knowledge is the key, and you just have to have the desire to get up and want to do something. And a lot of people like to talk about how esoteric knowledge came from Egypt and Africa. They know that, but they don't know how to apply it. Why? Because they don't do anything about it. And you can claim it, but you can't claim it literally. And meanwhile, there'll be people outside of your race who can't claim the knowledge, but they'll know how to apply it because they're doing something. They have the desire to get up and do something. All people want to do is claim esoteric knowledge from the past, because there's no argument about where it came from, but there is an argument about where it's going and who's using it best. And it's not Black people. And a lot of people like to stay in social groups because it's a false sense of power, and they have a good excuse to be broke because it's everyone else's fault. And the moral of the story is, why go down with a sinking ship when you can thrive in a lifeboat? And that's all I have for tonight, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. What are your thoughts down below? Follow me on Instagram at It's Black Pop. Soda Talks to be my backup page. And we'll get into this next video.